you know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you miss him, but you gon' get through it.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things. A first down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won, And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
Flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 carries, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Elliott. And another tackle broken. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Steps away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
To number 83.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Prescott's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On third down, Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Elliott on the carry.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Prescott's pass.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Good go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
First down.
Prescott down. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Prescott.
And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Complete.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it and miss it.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
That's good.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Eight yards to go on second down. Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 28-21, the final score. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. 23-17, the final score. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
39-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Eagles.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up
Hurts.
2 at the Cowboys 20.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch screen. Watch screen.
Play action. Here's Hurts rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. His throw caught at about the 5. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A toss play to the running back.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Eagles 20, Cowboys 14.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
25
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll get nothing out of that one.
in on the tackle.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
There's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz.
Prescott
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
to Dalton Schultz.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve. This build like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Reception here by Ruggs. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
19 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. That catch good for only a couple.
Lead to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First down, Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5.
Prescott's pass.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 35. The ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Eagles.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now, that was the old QB1 man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well. You shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity. Usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Man open left side is Brown. No gain there on the The completion, 2nd and 10.
Complete to A.J. Brown.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. And
now Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
Are you serious?
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
2nd down and 20.
Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Tonight's final.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have.
party going up.